Guys, there's one thing I'm always telling you. Be appreciative of your melanin.
Hey TikTok, I guess I'll jump in on the 50-year-old challenge. I will be 54 in a few months, and this is what a woman in her 50s looks like.
Well, this is 50, you guys. I am 54 years old.
Just because I haven't seen a whole lot of this yet, I'm 55. Where are my melanated queens at? You're 50, 55, 60 and up? I want to see my melanated queens in my comments. Drop those pictures, especially if you're locked up.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter. This is me at 51 with no filter.
So I'm going to hop on the trend of a 50-year-old face with no makeup. So I am 50. I am about to be 51 in October. And this is my 50-year-old face. And guess what? Look. I got a straight gray hair. This is what 50 looks like for me. And I love me. And I don't judge nobody. I love everybody. What you go through is what you go through. The fact is you're still here. So we need to not judge. We love, we teach, we encourage, we motivate. We do not judge, because what somebody is going through is what they've gone through. And guess what? You could go through it too at the drop of a hat. We're no better. Nobody's no better than anybody else. We're all the same. Life has just dealt somebody else a different set of cards. So we should be thankful that, we haven't gone through what others have gone through. And that, that's it. That is it. We listen. We don't judge.
So all these women doing these what does 50 look like trend. Let me show you what 50 freaking looks like. I got home from work. I'm freaking tired. I've got a glass of wine. I'm sitting by the pool. I've got my tankini on because I'm just hiding the fat. I'm
53. This is what 50s looks like. Now let me say, I didn't get married until I was 39. And I don't have kids. So take that for what it means.
I'm late outfit of the day. I went to a white party and it was kind of boring. Maybe because I'm getting old. I don't care no more. Oh. I almost didn't go, but hey, at least I look cute.
Who made up the rule that women over 50 aren't supposed to be on TikTok? I'm just going to tell you that I think it's amazing when I come on here and I see all these beautiful women over the age of 50 on TikTok doing their thing. So here's to you, girl.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter. This is me at 51 with no filter.
So there's a trend about what does 50 look like. Well, this is 55.
And this is what 50 looks like. Well, I'll be 52 in August, but this is what 50 looks like. Unstable balance.
Be appreciative of that, your black skin. Just be appreciative of it. There's a lot that is hidden in your melanin, a very complex chemical composition that protects you from a lot of harm, right? You see, the black person can survive in any environment, right? Because his skin is designed to absorb UV light, extreme UV light, and allow him to survive, right? But other people, our other people from the other part of the world, right? If they come here, they suffer a lot. They really have sunburns, right? And this video is for educational purposes only. The Caucasian skin or other skins are made for the tundra regions. They are made for those regions in places like Alps, mountains, places like London, places like Greenland, places like Iceland, right? Very cold places. But still a black person can survive in that cold. But if you bring the Caucasian skin to this other side, they strain a lot. They strain a lot and they have sunburns, which might even lead to skin cancer. That's how serious it can get, right? So I want us to listen to a video whereby the Caucasian women are starting to cry out that they are jealous of the black skin because the black skin at 50 looks 30. So they are feeling jealous and they are portraying their sadness. So I want us to listen to them. I shall get back by the end of the video, of course, where we shall also have a deep critical analysis. Let's dive in.
Wanted to make a video because I am blown away with all the beautiful comments, the share, the likes, the follows from so many people after I made a video on this is what 50 looks like. Thank you guys so much. I didn't realize that that video was going to get the way it did. This is what 50 looks like. I'm loving my 50s. I'm 51 years old. And all I wanted to say is that we all age differently. Everyone's life is not always the same. We don't know people's health issues. We don't know why they age the way they do. But I am so thankful for my parents because I have good genes. I'm 51 years old. I feel amazing. My life has not always been great, but this is how I've aged and I am very proud of it. So thank you so much, guys, for all the love. I really appreciate you guys.
Wait till you see these flowers. Wait, so this is my dead, well, it's not dead, but I'm growing a zucchini, but like, look at these wildflowers. Like everything was like overgrowing in the garden. And I was like, we don't want to plant anything back here. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. And like, how pretty. All my teenagers crap that they still leave out that they want me to freaking clean.
Okay, so there's this challenge going around that talks about what an average 50-year-old supposed to look like. Well, I'm 53. I'll be 54 in October. So this is what 53 looks like for me. What do you think?
Calling all aunties. Yep. That's what these youngins of this generation are calling the women over 50. They calling us aunties. And at first I got a little offended. I was like, but why? I get it, because in our culture, auntie is like a term of endearment, I'm happy to be an honorary auntie, especially even if I don't look auntie status. Most times when these youngins are calling us aunties is because we're about as old as their mom, but they're not going to call us mommy, right? And if we are cool and we know the trends, they'll call us auntie. It actually makes me feel young again when I hear somebody, a young man calling me auntie, because I feel like one, I could possibly teach him some stuff, put him under my wing, and teach him about how to respect an older woman. I need you ladies not to get offended when somebody calls you auntie. You know what I'm saying? Look at it in a positive light. Being an auntie, you never know their circumstances. They may have grown up without their mom. Maybe they didn't have an auntie that they could call on, confide in, talk to them about their issues, help them make a decision that is right for them. But even if you call me auntie, don't come and ask me for no money, because auntie ain't got it. But to know that you're respected enough for them to even call you auntie and not call you some other name is a plus, because we need to establish as older women that, we are seasoned. We're seasoned and we've been through some stuff and we know the ropes, and we can, like I said, uplift these young men to teach them how to deal with a woman of stature or a woman who deserves respect. So I'm okay with being called auntie. But if you think you're going to call me auntie out of disrespect, I'm going to check you. Okay. I'm going to check you real quick. All right. So know the difference between somebody calling you auntie for a term of endearment, or they trying to be funny because they know you're over 50 years old. But I kind of like it for us. I really do. So all my 50 and over ladies, please stand up. Please embrace being called auntie, because, you know, we represent to the fullest, and black don't crack.
You look horrible. You look horrible. Somebody needs to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care. You can call me Ray, whatever. I don't care. Because no humility, no empathy. The way y'all behave out here in this real world, y'all need to be told the truth at all times. Y'all look horrible. Y'all aged horribly. Horrible. Now, you could talk about my eyebrows not being arched. Hell, you can even talk about my hair not being done. See? You could talk about a whole bunch of shit. But what you can never talk about is this skin. This is 51. And I clean up well. Trust me. I clean up very well. But so before you come for me, this ain't just started. Y'all been looking 50 since y'all been 25. A lot of y'all. So you can say whatever. One thing you will never be able to say, that somebody needs to tell you the truth. So I'm here to tell you the truth.
Black women, stay out of it. Stay out of the "this is what 50 looks like" challenge. It's not for us, guys, okay? Let's let the other people have it.
So when you're in your 20s and 30s, you can totally get away with just using moisturizing cream for your skin. But when you reach age 50, like me, 2 years into menopause, a cream ain't cutting it. It is just not enough on its own. So I've reached 50, never having done Botox or fillers or surgery. I haven't even done lasers, but I take care of my skin really, really, really well. And I want to show you all the steps that I do every day religiously. Step number 1 is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate with a fluid hydrator like a hydrating toner or a hydrating mist. This is your water layer. You can even use something as relatively inexpensive as like a rose water. But you want to be generous. And then this is a really important pro tip. You want to work that fluid in. Don't just pat, pat, pat. Work that fluid in. Make that product count. Make it work. Now, pro tip number 2, do another round. If your skin is really dry, it's probably just vacuumed in all of that fluid, and it will benefit from another layer. So go for it. In the winter, sometimes I need to do this step 3, sometimes even 4 times because it's so dry. That is the unique challenge that menopause and perimenopause brings. Holding onto our hydration and our moisture isn't as easy as it used to be. So we really want to build it back in through good strategies topically and internally through diet. All right, moving on. I want to make sure my skin is damp. If yours isn't, you can just do a light layer and then don't work it in. Just leave it on. And then we can apply the next Cava PLLA or Cavapla. This is a skin volumizing serum. The star ingredient in this serum is called Voluphyline or Voluphyline. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically an ingredient derived from a Chinese herb called zhimu. Zhimu builds and generates fluid and moisture internally. We use it in herbal practice, often on menopausal patients, to build internal moisture and fluids and cool the body down for things like hot flashes. Next layer is vitamin C. This is going to prevent hyperpigmentation. It's also preventing collagen degradation. Collagen isn't just something we want to build, it's also something we want to prevent from breaking down. And vitamin C is great for that. A quick douse of fluid before my next layer, which is going to be facial oil. So I'm only going to use a few drops, and this is one that I made that I happen to love. And pro tip, just a few drops, working it in my fingers, and then applying it, because you don't really need that much. So now I'm ready for gua sha. But I don't have a lot of time for gua sha. Here's a little shortcut. I dunk my tool in warm water, or even hot water if I'm careful, and then I just do 3 to 5 strokes at each point of my neck and my face. So the heat's going to really help mobilize that blood flow, bring it to the surface. And that blood flow is moisture. So it's basically helping me moisturize from the underside of my skin. All right, so my skin's feeling pretty good. plump, juicy. I could leave it here, but because I'm a little extra, I am going to add a final cream. This one's called Adipo, and I just love finishing my skin with this cream. It further volumizes skin. And I like to put it on my forehead first because this is where I'm the most moisture challenged in my skin, under the eye and at the corners here. I also like to make sure I put this onto my neck and my chest. So now I'm going to wait like 2 to 5 minutes, let that pull in, and then I'm going to do SPF. Obviously, this is my daytime routine. This video is getting really long, so I'll show you my nighttime routine in another video. If you'd like to see that, just let me know. Today, using a very moisturizing mineral sunscreen that I'm super impressed with. This one's by Dr. Estee. Really hydrating and creamy and soft and feels like a cloud. So I love it. It also evens out my skin tone in a really interesting way. It will leave a little hint of white cast. So if you have a darker skin tone, I recommend their other SPF, which is a chemical screen, and that one leaves no white cast, and also just a beautiful Korean SPF. Okay, remember to pull it all the way onto neck and chest. I'm finished. Now I can put on makeup if I want to. I do want to note this routine is really better for like a 40 and up age range when your skin starts to become moisture and hydration challenged. If you're still under 40 and dealing with oily skin or excess sebum, you don't need this many layers of moisture. Let me know if you want to see what I would do if I was like 35 and under for my skin, because it would look a little different.
Oh, hi. I heard about the new TikTok trend where women over 50 post their picture or a video and they can't have makeup on. So this is me, no makeup. I'm 57, just turned 57 2 days ago. Here's all of the history of my life at 57. And, you know, most days I don't wear makeup. I like it that way. This is part of the good life. This is part of moments that crushed me. This is part of moments that made me brave and a survivor. So really in the end, the only thing that really matters and that's beautiful is love. Have a good day.
This message is for all of the Black women who are stumbling across these 50-year-old average, what do they look like challenge. Stop going in there. You know why? You're wrecking the curve. Don't go on those threads anymore. Stay out of white folks' business.
I'm not sure who started the "this is what I look like in my 50s" trend, but no filter. This is what I look like in my 50s. I will be 59 in November. Yeah, and you have no choice but to embrace it. So embrace it, look after yourself, and be the best version of yourself, regardless of what age.
The View. Barbara Walters specifically asked me on live TV about why is it important for me to say I'm biracial versus just Black. And then pointed out the example of, well, our president, Barack Obama, says he's Black. And I said in 2014 pretty much what I said in 2021. Okay, congratulations to him. And I said this, was raised by his white mother and his white grandmother, and his Black father was nowhere around. He wrote a book on that. This is not breaking news. I said, but that's his choice. For me, I choose to identify and celebrate all of me, both sides, my white mother, Irish Italian white mother, and my Black father, because I feel equal love for both parents. My joke is, I'll say it forever, pretty sure my white mom was there the day I was born, you know? So why would I not celebrate all of me? And that's all that was. And that was to Barbara Walters in 2014. And she brought in Obama. I would never have gone there. And I answered it that way. And it's funny, as I'm answering it, they put up a picture behind me of my family, my white mom, my Black dad, my 2 brothers, and myself at the Hall of Fame ceremony at West Point for my dad being inducted into the Army Sports Hall of Fame as the first Black man to ever play varsity football at Army. He broke the color barrier. What he went through and did and chose to do was incredible. My father made history and is the greatest man I know and will ever know. So then, because I stood up for my white mom as well, then I hate my Black side is what the narrative was. It wasn't as big of a deal in 2014. When I say it in 2021, when I'm asked about it on the Jay Cutler podcast, the answer was the same. The times are different. And so I said exactly, again, probably not verbatim, but the same basis for what I said 7 years earlier on our network on ABC. And this time it was taken differently. I had become more of a lightning rod. I had continued to rise as far as my role and my salary. And I know that a lot of people didn't like that part either. I think that plays a lot into this, whether people would admit it or not. Just my feeling, just my gut, what I've been told. The same comments from 7 years prior hit different.
Apparently there's this new trend asking what the average 50-year-old woman looks like. Well, this is 50 on me. I'll be 51 in a couple months.
So I've turned 55 today, and I think some of the things that you feel at this age is I think you just want some peace and quiet. I think I've just done with dating and just the whole dating scene nowadays. I just don't think it's the same anymore. I think you're just looking forward to the next 5 years or 10 years to maybe giving up work and looking for a peaceful life. So I think that's me today. Could change tomorrow.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter. This is me at 51 with no filter.
There's a challenge happening right now for women over 50, posing no filter, no makeup. This is me, fresh face, good morning, haven't washed it yet, haven't brushed my teeth yet. I am 54, 1971. Go 50 plus.
Black women, stay out of it. Stay out of the "this is what 50 looks like" challenge. It's not for us, guys, okay? Let's let the other people have it.
Who made up the rule that women over 50 aren't supposed to be on TikTok? I'm just going to tell you that I think it's amazing when I come on here and I see all these beautiful women over the age of 50 on TikTok doing their thing. So here's to you, girl.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter.
For me and myself, one thing I came to realize is this. Many times we do not appreciate that which we have. Many times we underlook that which we have until we are met in a situation whereby we are forced to learn how to appreciate that which we have, right? And remember, even in advertisement, you always find the white skin or skin which is light, right? Doesn't have to be white only. Any skin that is light, that is not black, is always portrayed as a better skin than the black skin, which is a very, very bad thing. It's a false narrative, in fact, and it's a very bad thing since it makes those people who have a black skin feel bad and feel less of themselves as human beings. And that is not right. That is not right by all dimensions, by all ways I can think of it, right? Now, the portrayal of the black skin as a bad skin is just knowledge that was corrupted. The people who built the pyramids were not white, were not having that pigmentation that is not white, that is not black. It was black, right? Now, I'm not speaking against black or white people here. No, don't get it wrong. I'm speaking about skin colors, because black skin is the only skin that is different, or that is having a very huge difference from the one that the rest of the world population has. My skin, very, very dark, right? But it helps me. I may be 40 years where I am right here, but you can't know. Why? Because this skin, it hides wrinkles. It hides wrinkles. So the message here is the melanin composition of your hair the melanin composition of your skin helps you thrive. It helps you survive. It's the same skin that helped us survive slavery. It's the same skin that helped us survive racism. It's the same skin that helped us survive colonialism. Yes, that's how important this black skin is. And more importantly, it is important aesthetically. Yeah. Let's learn to be more appreciative of our skin color as we learn to be humans with one another. Let's accept our differences and make them complementary, not against one another. Yeah, that is my thought, and this is EFK Original Documentaries. You have what to say, you have your thoughts, you have anything to share, please do share. I'd really love to hear what you have to say. Yeah, see you in the next one, and stay positive.